For 31 years of daytime drama, Katherine's character Brooke has been central to the bold and the beautiful. Now it was our turn to treat her. Many of Miss Lang's castmates have visited our shores, but for her, it was all new.
Katherine, welcome to Cape Town. What are your impressions of the city so far?
It's incredibly beautiful. We flew in and I just saw the ocean and the blue skies and the clouds, and you hear the birds chirping. And I was already taking video and pictures from the plane. So I'm looking forward to getting up there in the helicopter and really seeing the sights and having a little tour.
We're celebrating Nelson Mandela's centenary. What does Madiba mean to you?
It's amazing. We had the opportunity to visit the Nelson Mandela house, the one he lived in 15 years in Soweto yesterday. So that was quite an experience. It was just amazing to see how he lived, and it was really interesting. And you know, I grew up knowing some things, but not a lot. So I learned a lot yesterday walking through his house and having the tour guide explain everything to us. So it was really special. And then I was dancing with the guys outside who were singing the Nelson Mandela song, or the one that was written for him, I suppose. And it was just beautiful. It was a beautiful moment.
Federico, what can we expect from the trip today?
If you want to see Cape Town in 40 minutes, this is what you see, and this is what you do. All the beautiful mountains, the oceans. We might even get to see whales. That's how beautiful these flights get to be. So it is seriously one of the best flights to do, for sure.
Are there any other landmarks that you'd like to see?
Table Mountain. I was always wanting to see that, and I'm not sure. I'm waiting to be surprised. Yes.
As compelling storylines go, Katherine was on the edge of her seat, hearing about the Rivonia trialists and heading out to see the island they were held on for decades. She was getting to put places to the names she's heard so much about.
So we quick hop over to Robben Island. It's about a 6-minute journey. We'll be doing an orbit over the island. I'll be showing our clients how the island is structured and where Nelson Mandela stayed, and also a little bit of the history on the island. And then another quick hop, we're going to be flying across. We're going to be the Atlantic seaboard, Hot Bay, Noordhoek, very beautiful Chapman's Peak, and then onwards to Cape Point and the Cape of Good Hope. Very beautiful, very iconic location.
Ryle was as fascinated with Katherine's Hollywood heritage as she was with our landscape. An Oscar-winning cinematographer, her grandfather, Charles Lang, would have loved film locations like these. Her father, Keith Wegerman, and her mother, Judith Lang, also enjoyed successful careers in the industry. Captain Nick Duploi knew he had Hollywood royalty on board.
Please, can you tell me more about this incredible vessel that you're going to be captaining today?
Well, as she charters out of the B&A waterfront in Cape Town. We're coming out of the winter season now into the summer season, so charters are starting to kick off. And we're always available for charters, and as you can see how we set everything up, it's just one of the best boats to be on.
Our celebrated passenger spends more time in the water than on it. Swimming 3.8 kilometers in cold, choppy waters is par for the course when she competes in World Championship triathlon events for charity.
Katherine, as part of your cause, Break Away from Cancer, you competed in the grueling Ironman series down in PE. What was that experience like?
I'm on the board for Women for Tri, so I bring more women into the sport of triathlon, and because of that we get this slot to go to the Ironman World Championship. So I've been competing for 5 years now in different races, and I even competed in the full Ironman in Kona, but Port Elizabeth was amazing. You know, and the people were so nice, they were cheering me on, saying, "Go Brooke, go Brooke," the whole way. And so I couldn't walk. I had to, you know, show them that I was tough and keep on running for them. So it was fun. It was fun.
It helps in raising awareness when 36 million television viewers across the globe are on a first-name basis with Katherine's character.
What have been some of the highlights and lowlights of Brooke's career over the years?
A major impact on her life was her relationship with Ridge's mother, Stephanie. So it was incredible how they were enemies for such a long time, and then they became friends. But I think that was really an interesting progression of their relationship, and then highs and lows. Probably every time she married Ridge, it was a high, because Brooke loves Ridge so much. And the lows were getting divorced from Ridge, probably.
How has Brooke Logan's character evolved?
Well, for a while she wasn't really learning from her mistakes. I wanted her to kind of grow into a person that she should be after the way she's lived her life. But I love my character. I mean, she's like a part of me, and I wouldn't really know what I would do without her. And she's the kind of character that you love to hate, or that maybe you can relate to, because she's a real person. She makes mistakes, and she has to then figure out, you know, the way out of it, or pay the consequences, basically.
Judging by the artful lunch he'd prepared, Maritz Jacobs is not only a top chef, but also a fan of Ms. Lang.
Maritz, how would you describe your style of cooking?
So our style of cooking is just packed full of flavor, you know, simple but honest food. Today's menu was completely inspired by what's in season in the garden, so the broad beans on the plate. And octopus is just one of those dishes I thought, well, seeing that we're out on the ocean, we might as well go with a theme. So it's kind of like a go-to dish when our regulars come into the restaurant.
It was a trip which our Emmy Award-winning guest star would have loved to share with her adult sons, Julian and Jeremy, daughter Zoe and stepdaughter Danielle. There'll have to be another trip.
Why do you think South African viewers love Bold and the Beautiful so much?
So I think the fact that it's based in Los Angeles, and just the characters and the storylines and how everybody, you know, the drama and the twists and the turns and all that fun stuff.
Katherine, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart and the rest of the South African fans out there, we just want to say thank you for sharing your time with us. It's taken 30 years for us to get to know you and get to finally meet you, and I could not be happier, so thank you, thank you.
Ryle was quietly pinching himself because Katherine still looks every bit the screen siren, while being a grandmother, competitive triathlete, a globe-trotting campaigner for women's health, and a class act.